So yesterday we talked about multiplying by one-digit divisors, or numbers, excuse me, not divisors. So today we're going to go ahead and multiply by two-digit numbers. Just a reminder that you can use your notes on your test, so make sure you're writing exactly what Mrs. Jenkins is writing. All right, so we talked about multiplying by one-digit numbers yesterday, and today we're going to be doing two-digit numbers. So it's really not much more to it, just a little bit. So hopefully if yesterday was pretty easy for you, today is going to be pretty easy for you as well. Make sure that you have number 8 because this is the 8th thing we are talking about. So the example that we are going to use, and hang on just a second, I realize it's not all the way focused. There it goes. Okay, so the example 1 says, domestic cats can run up to 44 feet per second on land. At this rate, how many feet could a cat run in 12 seconds? So our two numbers that we have are 44 and 12. So all I'm going to do is put that multiplication symbol in between them, especially since we are multiplying by two-digit numbers. Okay, so when I multiply by two-digit numbers, what I have to do is I first have to take this 2 times everything up top. So 2 times 4 is going to give me 8. 2 times 4 is going to give me 8. So there's my first one. Remember, I just did 2 times that 44. Again, sorry about the focus. There we go. Oh, kind of. All right. The second thing I need to do is I'm going to take my 1 times everything. But before I do that, I like to think of this as a turtle. He needs to drop his egg, which is my 0. So before you do anything else, when you multiply two-digit numbers by each other, you're going to need that 0, okay? If it helps you to think of the little turtle, draw it. If not, you don't have to. So now I'm going to take my 1 times 4, which is going to give me 4. My 1 times my 4 again, which is just 4 again. So I have 88 plus 440. 8 plus 0 is going to give me 8. 8 plus 4 is going to give me 12. Add my 1 up top here. Oh, maybe. And my 4 plus 1 is going to give me 5. So my answer should be 528, even though you can't see it. Perfect, there we go. All right, so my answer should have been 528. Now, an easy way to check this, remember when we did estimations, we can absolutely go back and you can check your estimates if you need to. For example, you can check by saying 44 times 10 is 440. So I could have said those numbers are pretty close together. Okay, I'm probably correct in my answer. The second example we're going to do, this was our first one. This is our second one. We are going to go ahead and find 165 times 31. Now, just because we added a number in there does not mean that it's going to change what we did. Perfect. So we're going to take our 1 times this whole number first, and then we're going to take our 3 times all the numbers up here. So my 1 times my 5 is going to give me 5. 1 times 6, 6. 1 times 1, 1. So really, I just had 165 all over again. Now, before we go on, I need to drop that egg or that 0, okay, before I do my 3. Now, 3 times 5 is going to give me 15. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So I've got 165 plus my 4,950. 5 plus 0 is 5. 6 plus 5 is 11. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 1 more is 11. 4 plus 1 is 5. So my answer should have been 5,115. Okay, no labels so far, so we're good so far. Number 3, we're going to do 32 times 13. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do together, and then I'm going to have you try a couple on your own in your notes. These are things that I expect to see tomorrow, okay? I will ask you for your notebook so I can check over if you did the problems on your own. So the last one we're going to do together is 32 times 13. So remember, I have to take that 3 times everything up here first. So 3 times 2 is going to give me 6. 3 times 3 is going to give me 9. Need to drop that 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. So now I just have 96 plus 320. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 2 is 11. And 3 plus 1 is 4. So I should have gotten an answer of 416. All right. Hopefully, remember, if you need to, you can absolutely pause the video, go back if you need to, pause it so you can get the notes down, etc., etc. Okay? So just make sure that you are doing this at your pace and you are doing it where you understand it. All right. Your practice problems. All right. The first one. Sorry, needed to move that just a little bit. Oh, hopefully it focuses up. Otherwise, maybe. There we go. Okay. So you're going to do 4 different practice problems. So the first one I want you to try on your own. 106 times 56. Number 2, 51 times 82. Number 3 is going to be 21 times 42. And number 4 is going to be 229 times 31. All right, while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and hope you pause the video. When you come back, I will go ahead and go over the problems with you. So when you're ready, you can restart the video and I will go over the problems with you. Please pause for now. Okay, hopefully you paused and you are back and ready to go. So I have 106 times 56. So remember, I'm going to take this 6 times everything up top first. So 6 times 6 is going to give me 36. 6 times 0 is 0, but plus that 3 is going to give me 3. And 6 times 1 is 6. So I got 636 for my first. Now, don't forget to drop that 0. 5 times 6 is going to give me 30. I'll just put that 3 back there. 5 times 0 is 0, but plus that 3, it's going to be 3. And 5 times 1 is 5. All right, 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 0 is 3. 6 plus 3 is 9. And 5 plus 0 is 5. So you should have gotten an answer of 5,936. All right, the next one, 51 times 82. So first I need to take my 2 times everything up here. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. Now I need to go ahead and drop my 0. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 5 is 40. So I've got 2 plus 0 is 2. 8 plus 0 is 8. 1 plus 0 is 1. And I've got my 4 at the beginning. So I should have ended up with 4,182. Okay. All right. The next one, number 3. 21 times 42. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Hopefully you've got the hang of it by now. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So I should have gotten an answer of 882. 882. All right. The very last one. This is a 3-digit, remember, times a 2-digit. So just keep that in mind. All right, 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So I just got that number all over again. Add my 0. 3 times 9 is 27. You guys can see this. I think you can. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. So I should have gotten an answer of 7,099. 7,099. All right, if you checked all these and you got them correct, please go on to your homework. I will also make a video to do one problem of those together. Make sure that you are following the Nearpod to know which problems you need to be doing.